Good morning. This video, we need to get this car drivable, which means we need to do tires. Suspension. I started working about 30 minutes ago and I got the truck completely loaded down with boxes that need to go to UPS. But while I am out and about, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the wheels and the tires off to get those mounted and balanced. Step one
is jack up your car.
the tire off, we can get a really good look at how close we were. This is crazy. I think it was down to the last layer of cords. Time to get the tires loaded up. The boxes are getting dropped off first and they're going around the corner. So I'm not too worried about those tires falling out. Lights are all dropped off. Now we can go drop off the tires to get them mounted and balanced. I love tire shops like that. That is just a used tire place. And the whole set's there for like $100. I'm gonna pick those up later today, and then after that, we'll start working on the suspension. Wheels and tires have been picked up. These tires are looking great. The wheels are looking pretty rough. So I have started putting some paint thinner on it. I need to go get some paint stripper and just get all of this old nasty paint stripped off of here. But of course, before we do that, it is time to get this suspension out. The goal for me is to raise it about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. Woo! Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, it's time to raise this thing up. I was just thinking back on when I got these. I think I bought these and installed them in 2014 or 2015. It's almost been 10 years since I've had these. Whoop. This is taking so long to bounce back. I'm starting to think you're not supposed to run the same coilovers for 10 years. Well, let's put them back in the car. This video is sponsored by me. You can head over to ntxglow.com to get headlights and taillights for your car. Whether you're looking for OEM headlights, aftermarket headlights, or fully custom headlight and taillight builds, we have all of that on there. We're starting to add side markers and clear side markers and several other products. I'm very excited for this next year for NTX Glow. It should be pretty exciting with all of the new things that we're trying out, and I have a ton of products that I want to do R&D for so that we have our own exclusive things in-house. And thank you again to our sponsor, me, for sponsoring this video. And we are back on the ground. I am gonna miss the slammed look where we were tucking the tire, but this is definitely gonna be so much better for driving. If you just look right up here, you can already tell that the caster has fixed itself a ton just from this. Still want to get in alignment before we actually make the drive out to the wedding, but I'm not going to do that right now. I want to get the rest of this work done beforehand. You probably noticed that we got the hood open. That's because this battery is not holding charge, which we already knew from the last video. Thankfully, I've just got a little trickle charger on it. So if I need to fire it up, when I need to fire it up so we can give it a test drive, it should have enough charge in it to start. And of course, I'll get a new battery before the wedding, but I'm going to procrastinate until the very last minute and probably just get the battery on the way to the wedding. With it back on the ground, I want to go ahead and give it a test drive so we can see just how big of a difference this has made and see if this is going to settle down anymore. So we've got probably about a finger, 1 finger gap in between the fender and the tire on both sides. It's been under its own weight for probably about 24 hours, so it's already settled a little bit, but of course it could settle a little bit more, especially since those coilovers are pretty shot. Let's drive it. Thankfully, I did put this thing on the trickle charger overnight, so we do not have to worry about this battery not starting. This a productive test and drive to AutoZone and get some wiper blades and hopefully a hood prop. I bought a brand new hood prop off of Amazon and that thing was stuck. Like, it does not move. The drive is significantly better. The car is no longer trying to skate in the rear end, and it's actually it feels like it's making a little bit more power. Probably because the rear tires aren't trying to fight with each other just to go. I'm not saying that this thing is fast now. I'm just saying it has more power than it did. Bad man running yellow headlights. AutoZone! Wait, is it closed? Of course it's closed. I was trying to be productive and they failed me. O'Reilly's though, O'Reilly's is open. There's some roundabouts up ahead, so we get a good test coming up. The tires used to squeal through that entire thing. That is so much better. Oh, O'Reilly. Got him, we're headed back now. This thing is driving so much better. It feels so much better in the corners and everything. Go figure, if you have a proper alignment and some proper tires, things work. The suspension is fixed, the tires are new. The next thing that we are going to do is install an AliExpress steering wheel cover. This steering wheel is worn off really bad and it feels really crunchy and slimy. I found this steering wheel cover that is made for the Genesis Coupe itself. We even have to sew it into place, and it was only $20 on AliExpress. But that is next week's video.